Hey you guys, it's me, Ashley. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out a couple of products. I'm going to be testing out a sponge, I'm going to be testing out a primer, and I'm talking so fast I'm running out of breath. One of them I really love, the other one I really hate. You will have to wait till the end to find out which one it is, although you might be able to tell midway through the video. It's going to be a short one, or at least I hope it is. We'll see. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos from me, and I hope you enjoy this one. So what I'm going to be trying out is the Clinique Pep-start Hydroblur Moisturizer. I know I already talked about this, but it's a primer that's supposed to be very moisturizing, but it's also, I read, supposed to be mattifying, which kind of makes me nervous because every time I use a mattifying primer, it like flakes off my face. So we'll see. And I'm also going to be trying out this because I think it looks really cool. It is Real Techniques Bold Metals Collection Miracle Diamond Sponge. I've seen a lot of good things about this, so hopefully it works out. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up and see what it feels like. I've seen some people use it, but I haven't actually seen a review on it yet. And again, I know it's not new or anything. Oh wow. It's really firm. It's really pointy. This is my Tarte sponge. This is a beauty blender. See, the Tarte sponge has this edge, and then you guys know what the beauty blender looks like. And then this is the diamond. Like, look at the point, and look at the size difference. Pretty crazy. I guess it could be good. Well, I mean, I hope it's really good. Like, it looks like it's going to be really good for getting into those crevices. I really like this one, which is the Tarte one. The Beauty Blender is really soft. This one is really firm, and then this one is extremely firm. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. So, I'm going to go get it wet, and then I'll be back to start my review. Okay, guys, so this is what it looks like wet. It's actually, like, super big. Like, this is the palm of my hand. It's huge. Again, this is the dry beauty blender, and then this is the wet diamond sponge by Real Techniques. I'm actually pretty excited to use it. It's still really firm. It holds a lot of water. It took a lot of squeezing to get all the excess water out, but I'm hoping that it's gonna do me good, you know, but we're gonna see. The only thing I'm kind of nervous about is the tip, how pointy it is. It's super flimsy, so I don't know how good that is actually going to be for getting in the corners of my eyes. Going to like bend but we're going to find out. That's the point of this video. I've already washed and moisturized my face, so I'm going to go ahead and get into this Clinique Pep-start Hydroblur Moisturizer. But first, let's jump on to the internet and see what it claims to do. Alright, so this is according to the Sephora website. It is good for oily or combination skin. My skin is kind of dry combination, so I mean, it's actually more oily when it's hot, which it has been hot, so hopefully this will work out for me. What it is, it's a lightweight 24/7 hydrator that provides matte moisturization, instantly blurs imperfections, and preps for makeup. Solutions for oiliness. If you want to know more, this lightweight oil-free moisturizer instantly blurs imperfections and provides all-day hydration while immediately reducing surface shine and providing lasting oil control for up to 8 hours. Great for use alone, under foundation, or for touch-ups throughout the day. Skin looks naturally perfected with a matte finish. It's the ideal way to give your skin the moisture it needs and the forgiving retouch that blurs the look of pores and fine, dry lines. So, this is what it looks like when you open it. It's super thick. It's kind of a pinky color. So I read a review earlier on this because I originally thought that it was just a moisturizer. And it said to heat it up between your fingers and then pat it into your skin. So that's what we're going to do. That's what I'm doing. I'm heating it up between my fingers. I don't know how heated it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to kind of just wipe it off my fingers and onto my face. I always feel so awkward doing things like patting things into my skin because I'm so impatient. And I also feel like when I pat stuff into my skin that it's going to leave those little like peaks, you know? Like when you play in lotion and you pat it and it comes up and leaves the peaks. You guys know what I'm talking about? It feels really nice. Every time I've ever used a mattifying primer, it just rolls and cakes, just flakes off my skin. Well, the first and the only time that I have ever used the Becca primer, I wore it under my foundation to work, and I'm gonna admit that I didn't use it the way that you're supposed to. I didn't get it warmed up between my fingers, and I didn't pat it into my skin. I just kind of swirled it around, you know, and I worked the whole day thinking that my face was beat to the gods. I was just feeling good. I got off a little bit early, and I go outside and I look at my rear, like my car mirror, and the makeup on my nose literally was flaking off of my nose. And I was so embarrassed, and nobody said anything. Like, thanks a lot, guys. So I'm gonna take this sponge and just kind of pat over it. It's really sticky. I'm pretty sure that's a good thing. Maybe my foundation will stick really good. So I'm gonna let that dry down a little bit, and I will be back to put some foundation on. So I was thinking about trying out this Confidence in a Compact by IT Cosmetics, but I thought about it a little more, and I'm thinking that since I'm trying out a primer, I probably shouldn't try out a new foundation as well. I should probably try out one that I know I like. That way, if something goes wrong, I'll know for sure whether it's the foundation or the primer. So I'm going to go ahead and use my tried and true Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. And it's not all the way dry. It's still kind of tacky, but I want to go ahead and do it while it's a little tacky. You know, that way the foundation sticks better. But for the most part, it's pretty dried down. I don't feel it flaking or anything, but I don't want to put my hands on my face too much as I sit here and touch my face. I don't want to give it like I do want to give it a fair shot, so I'm not going to touch my face a whole lot. So if you guys want to see a review from me on the IT Cosmetics foundation, just let me know. I'm probably going to do one anyway, but let me know if you want to see it. So I got my foundation on my hand, and we're going to use this. I'm scared. It's so big. Like, it's going to take up a whole cheek. It's huge. That's what she said. First impressions of this sponge is I do not like it. It's picking up a lot of my product, like a lot of my product. It is, I can see all my freckles. I mean, I got color on my face. I can see all my skin imperfections still. And I used a little bit more product than I normally do. I put a little more on the back of my hand than I usually do. And usually what I used today, like just now, covers everything. Like, you can't see a freckle, I mean, except for like my darker ones, but I can see every freckle that's on my face. I can see all of them. And one thing I'm not loving about this stuff, the primer, is that all these little tiny hairs, my baby hairs, and then like pieces of hair or whatever, little tiny pieces of the hair that are not stuck to my head. Sorry about the airplane. You guys know the drill. So all the little hairs are sticking to my face, and I'm having to use my little tweezers to get them off. But I used a little bit extra product to try to cover up some of my freckles. Not that I don't like them. I love my freckles, but once I use my concealer, it's going to cover up most of them anyway, so I like to cover up what I can before I use my concealer. That way it's kind of even, you know? So I don't have a random freckle sticking out at a random spot. It's kind of hard to get this into the crevice of my nose. You can see all the product, like it literally soaked it in. But I don't want to use like a different side of it to blend it in there because I'm scared it's going to take it right back off, right? Because that's what it's doing. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows and my eyeshadow and all of that, and I'll be back when it's time to do my concealer. So I'll see you guys soon. So I know I look like an alien, but my makeup is taking so long to dry. Like, I don't know if it is because of this or because of the primer, but so I'm gonna finish. Sorry about the airplane, and I'll be right back. Okay, so nothing super crazy, just some neutral eyeshadow, and I am not gonna lie, you guys, I'm not feeling this primer I don't know, I just feel like my makeup looks terrible. Like, I really want to go back to bed, like wash my face and go back to bed, but I have to work today, so I don't have that option. But I'm super depressed about the way that my makeup looks today. So, let's just move on with some concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape in light neutral. Back to this guy. It literally just took my makeup off of my nose. Do you see that? I'm a little bit annoyed right now. And the moment of truth is the pointy part. I feel like the pointy part is super rogue, like it could just freak out at any moment and just ruin my life right now. I'm gonna set that. I'm gonna let this bake. I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back to give you guys my final opinions. And I'll see you guys in a few seconds here on YouTube World. In YouTube World. I'll see you guys in a second, okay? Okay, you guys. So final opinions. This thing, yeah, no, like, I will never use that again, like, unless I'm in dire need and it's an emergency and I have nothing else and I have 1 minute to get ready. No, I can't do it. Like, it holds way too much water, and no matter how much water I squeeze out, it still left my face super wet looking, and then it also picked up all my product. So I wasted a lot of product today using that thing, that diamond thing. I like the shape of it. It was actually decent for my under eye concealer and my setting powder. I can maybe do that again, but I mean, when you already have one wet sponge for your foundation, you're not going to be like, oh, let me get my array of wet sponges to do my makeup today. You're only going to use the one. So, I mean, I highly doubt I'm ever going to use that again. This, on the other hand, the more I did my makeup, the more I really loved it. My face has never been as blurred as it is right now. Like, I am living for it. I wore this a few times to bed because I didn't realize it was a primer at first. I'm living for this. Like, I will probably use this and I will probably buy it again because this is amazing. So I definitely recommend this. The other thing is I don't recommend that, just my opinions. But if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Is it like every time I try to talk? Every single damn time. Every time. Every time. Let me guys know if you guys want to see a video or a review on the Cosmetics Confidence in a Compact. I'm going to do it, but I really want to know if you guys want to see it. I also have a few drugstore items that I'm going to review, so hopefully I will get to a few more videos next week than I did this week. I'm really sorry. I've been super obsessed with you now, so I've been going on that a lot and kind of neglecting my YouTube, but I'm not going to do that anymore. Regardless, you guys should definitely follow me on YouNow or fan me so you guys can talk with me. I really want to get to know my fans. I would love to see you guys. It is the same as it is here, ashlarayyy. Go ahead and follow me on all my social media. Again, the same as here, ashlarayyy. And I will see you guys in the next one.